Good afternoon YouTube, Jason here. Right, my first video, my first unboxing of the year was ruined because there was no audio, so I will just walk you through my first purchase of 2025, which is this MTP1302PD 2A2V. Right, the A or V doesn't stand for some Japanese dodgy stuff, but it stands for Asia Distribution. I saw two of it at the shop window while waiting for my child's class to end, and I pounced on it. Oddly, if I were to go to my usual source, the Bencoolen, I have not seen it at the shop window, or rather, I saw one of them in the shop window, and it was asking for the full retail price of 79 Singapore dollars. In terms of dimensions, if you are already not aware, this has got a 38.4 mm case, 44 millimeters lug to lug, under 10 mm thickness inclusive of the mineral crystal, and 20 mm lug with 50 meters water resistance. We have got a Casio edge buckle. This is friction secure. There are no pressure release triggers. We have got a very reflective mid-link. My wrist is 6¼ inch for your reference. Fluted bezel. Stick indices, double sticks at the cardinal point. The date window is framed up with some outline border, and we have got this watch in a baby blue. Just to note, this is not Tiffany blue. All right, you are not allowed to use Tiffany blue when you sell this watch on Carousel. I got actually copyright strike on my listing, and I was my listing for another watch with a similar color was removed by the system acting on a copyright complaint. All right, the crown at the 3 o'clock position. The case shape, nothing spectacular. Right, on the case back, you can see that it says Japan movement, case in Japan, DY. Do you know what does DY stands for? I do not know. What I can tell you is that if it says Japan movement, it doesn't mean that this watch was made in Japan or the movement was made in Japan, but it has a Japanese movement. All right. Unless it says made in Japan at the 6 o'clock movement, assume that this watch wasn't made in Japan. It isn't a Japan domestic manufacturer. All right, this is my first watch in 2025. I couldn't help it. All right, some other things that you need to take note is that this watch is not stainless steel case. It is what we call, we have iron plating, or essentially there's some silver plating on the watch atop of a brass case. So after enough punishment, enough sweat, enough scratches, you can actually see the dull green brass colored underside the case of the watch, which isn't very attractive. Do not pay more than retail for this. I didn't pay retail for this. I paid under retail for this. I'm very proud of my decision. All right, so probably I will try to get it sold online, but keeping one of them in the collection until I know what to do with this. All right, this really is a very overhyped watch. It is overhyped because of the choice of color, the fluted bezel. It has got all the trappings of an expensive watch wannabe made by a respected watchmaker in Casio. I'm sure if Seiko and Citizen, they were to do it, it would also sell out very well. This watch is not available on the Casio online store. Again, 79 Singapore dollars. That would put it at about 60 or 65 US dollars. My wrist is 6.25 inch. Alright, in my original video, I did point out that the watch came in this box, a bit cream, a bit off-white. This is, I assume, an official box from the Casio timepiece Singapore, Casio Singapore. Alright. It is very different from the previous Casio watches that I have bought, that they came in. This is the Casio blue on the right, maybe perhaps reflecting the neo vintage, the vintage of the watch. Alright, so that's all I have for you. I will see you in the next video. Also hopefully something about a Casio diver that I bought new straps for. Alright, I will see you next video. Cheers.